Hey everyone, welcome back to another Anime Kingdom review on Koutetsujou no Kabaneri, and as you can see by the title below, this is on episode 5, and I gotta say, I expected after, how much action that happened in the last one, that it would slow down a little bit, not be full on actiony, but this one still had a lot of action to be honest, so pretty much I enjoyed this episode because we get more backstory on Mume. Pretty much what happens in this one is we see a lot of things actually, seeing that a lot of people are more trusting of Mume and Ikoma now, especially with Ikoma learning, making better guns for them that they can fight. Also using the heart thing to make the swords more durable. So we'll probably see more Kurusu with a sword instead of him just breaking it. I'm happy that we didn't get to hear him as much because usually he's pretty irritating, even though he is pretty badass with the sword. But he couldn't really do anything because his arm is still broken. So pretty much what happens is they go by one of the towns that they're supposed to go to, and pretty much, yeah, as you saw, that town was messed up. People are talking about some type of shadow or something. I'm like, is there another type of Kabane or something out there? And yeah, there is. We saw that thing at the very end. It's some weird black smoke thing that's gigantic. I don't know what it does or like where it came from or what kind it is. Mume has not said anything about it, so I'm guessing she doesn't even know. Unlike we learned about the Wazatori, I think it was called last time. We saw another of those this time. That one was pretty much like a kung fu master, and just like beating up Mume and flipping her over, and then all of a sudden Ikoma comes along, shoots him dead. Okay. But yeah, pretty much the whole thing is we see. I'm happy we got to see a lot more backstory on Mume. That was the big interesting part of this episode. Besides, of course, the ending action and the shadow monster thing. Pretty much, we learned something about, I'm guessing, her brother, and pretty much I'm guessing we saw a flashback, and that was someone she knew that was killed, and her brother would just let people go, and this guy's used to be one of the ear, she's the claw, he's the ear, blah blah blah, stuff like that, and he really gets in her head about the fact that she might be let go and all that kind of stuff. And even if you see her going when there is someone's dog was dead, she's like, oh, at least the dog is dead instead of having to be abandoned by you. But those people, I swear, sometimes one of the big things I really dislike about this, some of the people is like, they one moment they're like, oh yeah, they're good, you're good. Next moment was like, yeah, I should have known, you're just another Kabane. And I'm just like, man, these people just flip flop all over the place in their opinions of them. Seriously, if they're helping, they're great. If something bad happens, Kabane, get the hell out of here. We should just kill them. That's pretty much how it's been so far. But yeah, Mumi really gets in her head after that conversation. It's pretty interesting. I hope more in the future we learn more about her brother and more about what's going on here. What is the brother? What is the objective? Why is she like, her objective is just to kill Kabane? Does she have no other objective? He doesn't want her to stay and be helping people. So what is the objective? It's really interesting that there's some outside aspect of this that obviously what happened was these people were what the old guy was saying was that there were people getting ready to fight against humans, not against the Kabane. And that's a normal thing in a lot of zombie kind of movies and shows and stuff, is that the more dangerous thing is not the zombies, it's the humans. This aspect is a little different because these things are like super strong and can get super smart, and there's now a shadow monster, but it pretty much aligns the same way with that. So it's always interesting to see when you watch this kind of stuff, like also any kind of monster kind of thing. There's always the main enemy. You always think it's the monsters, it's the zombies, the vampires, whatever it is, but there's always that thing where they bring in and the enemy is also human, and that's the more dangerous one. And I cannot wait to learn more about Mumi's past, Mumi's brother, and what all the whole things that he is trying to do, and what the objective and what all this stuff is going on. Why is she a Kabaneri? How much more Kabaneris are out there? And another thing I've always wondered is why she looked practically normal. And I thought at first Ikoma was starting to look better, but he's still got that weird kind of like, he looks like he's still turning into a zombie look. It's kind of weird. I'm not too sure if that's how it's supposed to be. But yeah, but other than that, of course, the main objective of this episode was for them to get to the boiler room, start up the thing so they can lift the crane up, and move the thing. Another thing is there's a whole bunch of people that were survivors there. How the hell they survive, and why are all the zombies, the Kabane, like, they're all going around where the shadow monster is? It's like, why? What is this shadow monster? Is he able to control the Kabane? Is that what's so good about it? That's pretty interesting. Another big thing to, that was interesting for me in this episode that I cannot wait to learn more about. Obviously, probably going to be a big thing in the next episode now that what's it called? Koutetsujou is now stuck because the crane did not lift up all the way because Ikoma went to go save Mumi, who of course we saw badass, but she did get tired. That one scene where it was like her eyes were all like crazy, like she was like, I'm gonna kill them all. I was like, damn, Mumi is just gonna kick some ass. Of course, that kung fu Kabane comes and just whoops her ass, and of course Ikoma comes and just shoots him one time dead. Yeah, okay. I mean she was tired, but what the heck, And then of course the big cliffhanger with now, like I said before, Koutetsujou stuck. What are they gonna do now that all the Kabane are probably on their way to them, along with that shadow monster thing, whatever it is, whatever it's gonna do, I don't know what. But also, obviously, I'm wondering what's gonna happen with Ikoma and Mumi now that they are in a collapsed mine thing over there. How are they gonna get out? Will anyone in the Koutetsujou try and go and save them? Will they try and just leave them? There's probably gonna be a bunch of that controversy between everyone on the train deciding who should we leave them, should we not, what are we gonna do, all this kind of stuff. And I honestly cannot wait to see the next episode. It seems like they really know how to do a good mixture of action and suspense along with like a whole bunch of things going on with backstory and stuff, which I honestly, one of the big reasons I have been enjoying this so far. And I cannot wait to see the next episode because it's probably going to be another big episode, probably even more bigger than this one, now that shadow monster is out and now that the group is pretty much separated. Probably going to learn a lot more about Mumi. Ikoma's probably going to learn a lot more about Mumi, and I honestly cannot wait to see that. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed this Anime Kingdom review. If you have any questions, feel free to comment below. If there's anything I missed you want to talk about, comment below as well. And yeah, I cannot wait for the next episode, guys. So far, every single episode has literally not disappointed me. It's been really awesome, every single one. A good mixture of not just like a crazy action anime, but also like really great stories so far with a whole bunch of suspense and backstory that's really got me just like, I want to know more and more, seriously. But yep, just gotta wait for next week, guys. So until next time, see ya.